Do you support Donald Trump?
Yes,
Why so?
because we need stronger borders.
Okay, why so?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Why, bro? We have almost like 15 million of them can cross over the last 4 or 5 years. It's
No,
bad.
15 million is not true. Secondly, what's wrong with more people coming to the country? Actually, the
So what
immigration
number is
surge,
true?
the immigration surge that we saw under the Biden-Harris administration is going to lead to an increase in the economy size by $8.9 trillion by 2034.
Really? I think strong borders are important, bro. Can't just be letting anybody just walk up in this.
Again, if someone has committed a violent crime or bad crime, insofar as they should be deported, in that circumstance, we shouldn't think that they should be allowed in the country. But like, other than that, like, I don't see a reason to restrict people realistically. Do you have like a policy of his that you support? Maybe
Build the wall, bro.
build the wall. Which policy built the wall?
Just build the wall, dog. It's that simple, to be honest. Wall equals stronger border. I mean, it's that simple, dog.
Which policy though built the wall?
I don't know, bro. Just build the wall, bro. You don't agree?
Nope. Why do you
Why?
want? I think the wall's not necessary.
Why not?
Because I don't see it to be like good for the border. I think the best way to address the border is to make the immigration system go faster, right? Incentivize people to go through the legal process.
That's not going to stop millions of illegal immigrants coming across the border.
So again, millions of people come to the country. We can incentivize them to not come to the country undocumented by giving them a pathway to citizenship if they're in the country, right? So that they can so they can stay in the country. Along with the fact that we make the legal process go faster. So if the legal process didn't take 5 to 7 years on average, people would be incentivized to go through that legal process.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I think that's a good point, but I still think we still need a stronger border control. I mean, even with that stand, that doesn't mean people are still not going to come across illegally. Like 5 to 7 years is still a long time.
I think you're just repeating the same argument. I don't see anything. I feel like we're having the same argument over and over again, and we're not like moving on.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't think you're understanding.
What am I not understanding?
I mean, my whole point.
Yeah. Would you like to make it clear
I
again
mean, you don't
additionally?
think the border, you don't think our border security right now is pretty, like it's been like. Do
Do
we
you
not agree on that?
do you think it's secure right now?
I never said it was secure right now. I'm
Who
just saying, you don't think it's right now? It hasn't been for the past what 5 years?
who's president?
I mean, Trump's been president for like what 5 6 months.
He says it's secure.
I mean, you can say it's getting secure, but it's definitely not fully secure. I can say that.
Wait, say that one more time.
I'm saying you could say it's probably going to be secure at one point, but it's definitely not secure right now.
Okay. At what point is it going to be secure?
So I'm not the president, but you can't guarantee a secure border in what 5 months. Like
No,
that's
but like,
crazy.
what under your view is a secure border?
That's why I'm pro build that wall, bro. What you mean?
Okay.
We gotta keep them. We gotta keep them out of here, bro.
All right. Is there anything else you want to talk about, Rod?
What the fuck you call me?
I said, is there anything else you want to talk about or add?
Oh, you said or ad. I thought you. Well, I thought you called me out. I was like, what?
A what? Oh, what? No.
It sounded like that. Yeah. I also heard you're an atheist, dog. What's that about?
Yeah, I am an
You don't,
atheist.
you don't believe in God?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I have no good reason to.
You have no good reason to. That's crazy, dog. Wakes you up in the morning.
Yeah,
Like,
I wake up all happy in the morning.
yeah, that's because of him, bro. What you mean? You look up, you see the stars, you see the galaxy. That's because of him, bro.
You just saying that's the case is the same thing as me saying Stewie Griffin caused the universe to exist.
Stewie Griffin.
Yeah, I think Stewie Griffin calls the universe into existence through a temporal loop.
No, that's crazy, bro. You're praying God to a cartoon character? Are we
No,
dead serious?
no, I'm not praying at all. I just acknowledge that Stewie caused the universe into
I
existence.
didn't. I didn't say praying. I said you're comparing
Oh.
God to a cartoon character.
Yeah, I mean, if you just want to suppose some certain explanation without providing any evidence, I can also suppose a certain explanation without providing any evidence.
Is the Bible not evidence?
The Bible is not evidence now.
It's not evidence. So what? Multiple people transcribing God's word is not evidence.
You say it's God's word, but the New Testament, for example, was passed down word of mouth for like a generation or two prior to the fact that it was even written down.
Holy, your whole chat's brain. Oh my goodness.
Did you want to respond to what I just said?
Oh wait, no, say that again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so the New Testament specifically was literally talked about and passed word of mouth for like a generation or two prior to even being transcribed in the context of the Bible.
So you think just because the word's been passed down from generation to generation doesn't make it credible? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, yeah, if you pass something down word of mouth, that's like it's like the telephone game.
Okay, so wait.
Yeah, like telephone. Like you know how telephone works, right?
Yeah, facts. Yeah, but I mean, I don't think that gives it less credibility. Like,
It totally gives it less credibility.
wow, why would you say that?
Because it is the case that it's not like a first-hand account. A first-hand account is more probable to be the case than an account that was passed down word of mouth. The same way in the telephone game, that the first person saying the term or what they say for the game is going to be more reliable than the third, fourth person in that line of people who hear the specific term. Does that make
Okay,
sense?
okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. As
So
in, go ahead.
yeah, I'm just saying it's like a hypothetical scenario. Like telephone is like a hypothetical scenario. You can pause it in your brain to be able to realize how it's less reliable information than like if you were to get it first-hand account.
Right, right. But I mean, it's been literally thousands and thousands of years, though. I mean, I think it kind of makes sense.
What do you mean? And also, by
I
the way, I just
mean,
want to clarify. Like I accept that Jesus existed. I accept that Jesus died on a cross and was. I don't accept that he rose from the dead, that he walked on water and then he turned water into wine. I don't accept the miracles. I don't think that there's good enough
why is
evidence to
that?
support that. And I also think that Christianity is logically impossible.
What do you mean by impossible?
Yeah, like if I think that if you say that God is perfect, all knowing, all powerful, all good, and perfect, um, it isn't possible for God to move from the original state of him existing alone prior to creation, as if he's in a
Hmm.
maximal state of greatness and existing alone. There's no desirable state of affairs that would be more desirable than a perfect and maximally great state of affairs. Given that that's the
Okay.
case, right, you would either go to something that is just the same in terms of desirability or something that is less desirable. God would never desire to go from a state in which is more desirable to a state in which is less desirable. So the only logical implication could be that he went from a state that's the same level of desirability, perfection, maximally great, to another state where it's maximally great, perfection. One, you'd have to say that the world we exist in is maximally great, perfect, which is a ridiculous statement in of itself. And secondly, even if you did, right, that doesn't at all mean that it would be intentional for God to go from one state to the other, as there's no basis for saying he would go from one state to the other, given that he's already in a state of perfection. There's no more desirable state to say that he would create rather than to not create, implicating that there's no reason or intention for creation, which contradicts the biblical stories of creation.
Okay. Okay. I guess I can kind of see your point. I mean, I can see your point of view. Um, but you said you believe that Jesus was a real person. You just don't believe he
Was a god?
came
Yeah,
back from the dead.
yeah. I don't believe in zombies.
That. Oh wow.
I
So
was
you don't celebrate?
that was just a meme. That was just a meme. I'm just joking.
Yeah, that was crazy. But you don't celebrate Christmas. You don't pray. You don't.
I do celebrate Christmas. Yeah, it's like cultural, and my family's still Christian.
That's cultural.
Yeah, Christmas is cultural.
I mean, yeah. If you, I don't understand why you're celebrating Christmas. You don't believe in God. I mean, or Jesus doesn't
I don't have
make
to.
sense.
I don't have to. You know, believe in God in order to celebrate Christmas.
I mean, I guess. I mean, it's like you believe in the ideas of it. You know what I'm saying? Like it kind of contradicts itself. Like
I
you
grew up in a
believe in
Christian
the ideas
conservative
of it
household throughout my entire life. I've celebrated Christmas.
type shit. Right, right, right. But when did you start? When did you become an atheist though?
I was probably like 16 through 18 around that time. 16, I was probably still Christian. I'd probably 18 to 18. Yeah, it's like around the time I started deconstructing my beliefs on religion.
I know atheists celebrated Christmas though. It's just I don't know. It just sounds
Yeah, there's
contradictory.
actually no issue with saying that atheists like celebrate Christmas. I actually I went to church. I go to church with my family for Christmas. Right, like when my grandma comes to town, we go to a church, like a progressive church, pretty close.
Right,
What's up?
right, right, right. I mean, I feel like both people that grew up Christians, was there a point you had to go to church every Sunday or?
I went to church twice a week when I was a kid. I don't go to church.
Yeah,
I don't go to church now. I would definitely wouldn't.
yeah. I mean, I just feel like usually people that are forced to, go to church every week or like push heavily towards their religion usually stir away from it when they get older.
Yeah, so maybe you shouldn't force it on people.
Yeah, I agree. You shouldn't force it on anybody.
Yeah, so then
That's,
you shouldn't force your religious beliefs onto us through politics, right?
I mean, I agree. I don't think anybody should force anything on anybody.
So, like for
But
example, for like, are you pro life?
am I pro life?
Yeah,
Uh, I mean, I see both ways, dog. I mean, I'm not labeling myself as a pro life or pro abortion or.
pro
I
choice.
mean, I see both sides.
So
Yeah,
so
pro
so,
choice.
so here's what I think your view is. You think abortion's wrong, but it should be legal.
I think abortion's wrong, but it should be legal. Like I said, I see both sides. Like I don't see it as 100% wrong. I mean, because it's like certain situations, like and can I say that? And I'm not gonna say it. The I word.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh, but I
yeah. But
mean,
like, what about elective reasons?
you said what?
What about elective reasons?
Elective reasons.
Yeah.
Uh, just like what doing it because you want to make the choice. I mean, I don't know, man. Like I feel like it's accountability on both sides. Like if you're doing it, if you're having, you should know what comes with it. But at the same time, like if you can't support the child, I get it. That's what I'm saying. I feel like
Okay.
it goes both ways,
So,
man.
dude, you do not sound like a Trump supporter. Like, what do you support about Trump?
What do you mean, bro? I
Like,
don't have to agree with everything he says.
you're like leaning towards pro-choice. You
I'm
seemingly
not
believe
leaning
in
towards it. I just see both sides of it.
you seemingly well, I mean, like you don't think it should be illegal, right?
Yeah, I think kind of making it illegal is kind of pushing it.
Yeah,
Kind of.
you should say no. Yeah, you don't support that. Yeah, that
It
means you're
kind
pro-choice.
of
Yeah.
pushing it, but I see like what's wrong with it though, because I've seen
Can I
like
ask you a
when you
question?
listen. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
If Jesus came to the country undocumented, would you deport him?
If I knew, like, if he was Jesus, or if he was just a regular person,
Jesus.
why would I deport Jesus, bro?
Exactly. Like, what would be the reason to deport, even if he came to the country undocumented?
I mean, obviously that's kind of a biased answer for me because he's Jesus, bro. Like,
Okay, but like it's also because there's no risk to the country, right? There's only benefit, right?
I mean, because he's Jesus. I mean, I don't think that's a good hypothetical, dog. It's
Yeah, it
Jesus.
is because undocumented immigrants reduce the likelihood of there being crime, increase the size of the economy, heighten wages, create better conditions for the labor market. I mean, I can point to plenty of things that immigrants do in coming to the economy and coming to the country that benefit our country in the same way that you would say that Jesus benefits the country, even though you'd argue Jesus benefits the country more under your view comparative to each individual person. It still
Hey,
benefits
hey,
the
dog.
country.
I listen. I don't say anything about what I'm saying, kicking undocumented immigrants out of the country or none of that, bro. Like, what I'm saying. I think they should.
So wait,
have
what
a chance
policy do
to.
you support of Trump's, dude? Like, it sounds like you don't
Bro,
support any
I
of his
said border,
policies.
bro. I just said stronger
It's not
borders, bro. That's
border.
all
It
I
is
said.
not. You do not support his border policy. Didn't
I
we already
do, bro.
wait? He already. You said, would you support deporting people if they have not committed a violent crime or bad crime?
I said no.
Exactly. So you don't support his immigration policy.
I didn't say immigration. I said the border. I
What?
said just stronger border. That's it. That's it, bro.
What does that mean?
Stronger border security, bro. What you mean, bro?
Like, in what way?
What you mean in what way, bro? Just secure the goddamn border, bro. There's too many people illegal coming through, bro. So it was millions, millions. There was a lot of people, bro. Shit.
And what's wrong with that? Don't you want more people immigrating to the country?
Yeah, that's good, but legally.
Yeah. So give them a pathway to citizenship. The wall.
Bro, they already have that, bro.
No, they don't. It takes 5 to 7 years on average.
Yeah, I mean, I think it should be lower, of course. Yeah, but still. What about the other people that's already doing it? That's not fair to them.
So are you saying because right now it's taking long for people, it should take long for people in the future? That's against the American dream. The American dream
I mean, I'm not
is
saying
that
it
it's going to be
should in the
better. The
future.
American dream is that it's going to be better for your children than it was for you, meaning that you're going to make it better for the people in the future than it was for you.
I'm not saying that it should in the future. I'm saying I disagree that I mean I'm not saying disagree. I agree that it shouldn't take 5, 7 years to become a citizen in the country, dog. That's absurd. But I'm saying that there's already people that are already going through the process and it's not fair to them. People you're just giving more people you're just giving more of a reason for illegals to come across. Just because okay, you can come in undocumented, boom, you can get citizenship easier than people that's already doing it.
Yeah.
Doing it the way that it should be right now.
Yeah. What's wrong with incentivizing more people to immigrate to the United States?
It's not about incentivizing them to come in. It's about giving them a reason to come in illegally the wrong way and then trying to do it the right way. Like that's backwards. That's
No,
backwards.
no, because you'll make the legal process fast.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. We should do that. Like, I think it's anybody should come in, but 5, 7 years is crazy. But that's just how it is right now. Again, like I'm just saying, bro, you just gonna have to get through it, man. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. Do you think that we should enforce the law right now at the current levels in which it are? Like, do you think that they should be deporting people under current law who are in the country who have not committed violent crimes and bad crimes? Or do you agree with Donald Trump deporting those people?
Uh, I mean, yes and no. I mean, I don't agree with how they're doing it, like kicking into people's homes. That's kind of crazy, bro. You gotta stand on your terms, bro. You got as a country, bro. Like, hey, if you're illegal, bro, you get deported. I mean, that's just how it is. They do
Okay,
the
so
same thing in Mexico. They do the same thing in
you have
Canada.
contradicted yourself repeatedly on the stream. You
Bro,
said that
how,
you didn't
bro?
want to deport people who haven't committed violent crimes or bad crimes,
I
but
said
then
I
you
wouldn't,
also
but
want to
they
deport
do.
all people in the country who are undocumented. But then you wouldn't
I didn't say I
deport
wanted to.
but
I
then
said
you
you. I
but
said,
then you wouldn't
hold on,
deport
hold on, hold on,
Jesus
hold
if
on.
you were in the country undocumented. So you
Bro,
don't want
that's
to deport
Jesus,
everyone
bro.
in the
That's a
country. But
terrible, bro.
that's
That's a terrible
Jesus.
hypothetical. That's a terrible hypothetical, bro. It's terrible.
So you don't want to. Okay, so I have a question. In the Bible, does it say you should treat people who are foreign born to the country the same as people who are native born to the country?
Now, you can treat them the same. Yeah, you can be nice to them
So,
and kindly deport them. You can be
oh,
nice and deport
okay.
them.
So would you deport U.S. citizens?
But would I deport U.S. citizens, dog?
Exactly.
What the
You would
fuck are you
if you
talking
if
about?
you wouldn't deport U.S. citizens, the Trump administration is. Two, as it relates to this, if you wouldn't deport U.S. citizens, then you clearly shouldn't deport anyone coming to the country from any other country around the world. Given that it is the case that you wouldn't deport anyone who's native born into the country.
That's not the same,
Yeah,
gang.
you said you would treat them the same.
Yeah, I would treat them the same. I would happily and nicely deport them out of the country. Like, hey, bro, hey, man, listen, I know you're here illegally. And you're a good guy, but you got to get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like when you kick somebody else out your house nicely or
No,
some shit.
no. If someone's in the no, you want to kick out people who are in the country
Yes.
undocumented, who are literally good, outstanding members of their communities that should not have to leave the country. It's
Hey,
ridiculous.
listen.
It's
Hey,
actually
listen.
no,
I
it's
never
actually
said I
ridiculous.